In the globalized world of today, pursuing an international education is a dream for lakhs of students every year. As per a UNESCO report, India ranks second in the world in terms of its students studying abroad. For years, international education followed a familiar path. Students left India to study abroad, seeking global exposure, stronger industry links, and degrees that carried weight across borders. That aspiration hasn't changed. What has changed is where and how it can now be realized. India is no longer just a source of globally mobile students. It is fast becoming a destination for global universities. This is why foreign universities like Deakin University are making strides in setting up their campus in India, in Gift City, Gujarat, bringing the exposure of foreign education right here. This shift reflects a convergence of forces within the education ecosystem: policy reform, rising student demand, and a more pragmatic view of higher education. Importantly, it aligns with the National Education Policy 2020, which encourages India to become an education hub, especially through the setting up of international campuses.
Education is the most powerful tool we have to shape the future, and today we see that power in action. I'm Ambika Singh Kama, and here I'm inside the Deakin University's campus at Gift City, Ahmedabad. While many international universities are opening their doors in our country, Deakin was the very first to take that bold step. Today, we celebrate another milestone, the graduation of the very first batch from this campus. It's a proud moment not just for Deakin but for India, as students here experience what it feels like to study at an international university right here at home. So now let's meet the students and share how they have enjoyed their journey here at Deakin. So come join me as we watch the graduation ceremony and chat with the children. Behind me are a group of bright, young, happy postgraduates full of energy and ready to step on stage to receive their degrees. And here's the exciting part: more than half of them have already secured degrees. Today, 42 of them have graduated, marking it's a proud milestone for this campus and for their journeys ahead in life.
It is now my honour to invite our esteemed dignitaries to kindly join those on stage and to participate in the lighting of the lamp ceremony.
It is now my very great pleasure to invite the Honourable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendrabhai Patel, to speak to our graduates.
આજનો દિવસ એ ડીકન યુનિવર્સિટી માટે ઐતિહાસિક અને ગુજરાત માટે ગૌરવનો દિવસ છે. ભારતમાં આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય શાખા કેમ્પસ તરીકે ડીકન યુનિવર્સિટી જે યાત્રા શરૂ કરી છે તેના ગિફ્ટ સિટી કેમ્પસમાં ગ્રેજ્યુએટ થયેલ પ્રથમ બેચનો દીક્ષાંત સમારોહ છે. ડિગ્રી પ્રાપ્ત કરી રહેલા યુવાનોને ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છાઓ અને અભિનંદન પાઠવું છું અને ડીકન યુનિવર્સિટીને સફળતા માટે પણ અભિનંદન પાઠવું છું.
Master of Business Analytics, Kochi from Agarwal. Panak Jain. Release Jain G.
Very excited, very happy for this moment. We're waiting since like childhood to live this moment actually. We wear this robe multiple times now, even in college and bachelors, but this is the real one.
Proud moment for me. I can't express
all is coming out.
Deakin has been a great journey for me in life because it has given me more of a practical learning than just theoretical learning.
Actually, Deakin has made already ready to us to step into the new world. Yeah, it's great. I'm very grateful for this moment and pretty excited. I am very proud of my.
It was his dream to do some masters from Australia. And ultimately, since the university got college in Gujarat only, so we decided to enroll him here only. And fortunately, concluded it very nicely and got the job in this good company.
Now to share how education strengthens the bond between India and Australia, I have with me the Australian High Commissioner to India, His Excellency Philip Reid OAM. Like to start for speaking with us.
Great pleasure.
To begin with, education has always been that pillar to India and Australia when it comes to, the ties. How do you see Deakin University, the Gift City campus, doing this for the two countries?
Well, it's very special, isn't it? This is a first.
Yes.
This is the first foreign university to have a branch campus in India, and the first graduation group and the first cohort. And to be perfectly honest, it's a very exciting day. It's wonderful to see these young people happy, their families delighted at what's been achieved. But for me, this is really a delivery on a promise. Prime Minister Modi asked the world several years ago, would foreign universities come and open in India? And Australian universities have come. This one is here. There's another 6 that will be opening. And today we've had the first graduation group, and what a happy day it is.
Exactly. Happy day. And, when you, like you rightly said, it's a special day, the first, right? But if I can ask you, what do you see the future when it comes to the education ties between both the countries?
Well, look, for a long time, it was very largely about Indian students going to Australia. And that will persist and that will go on, and that's a good thing. But our education ties shouldn't be a one-way street. And that's why opening branch campuses here is important. That's why articulated degrees, where a student does a couple of years in India and then a couple of years in Australia and get degrees from both universities. That's why it's good to have Australian students coming to study here and doing internships here. And that's why it's really exciting when I see things like joint PhD programs, which are being undertaken between Australia and Indian universities. So there's a lot that we can do. This is a very big day, but there's a long future.
So well said. Thank you so much. Indeed, a proud moment for both the countries and the students. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Well, it's indeed been a special day today here, the convocation, the first batch, and like, the commissioner has right now just said that it was especially special because of the collaboration between the two countries. So the Deakin campus here in Ahmedabad brings together the best of both the worlds, whether it's Australia's excellence or India's energy. And to talk about this, I have with me Vice Chancellor Professor Ian Martin and Ravneet Pava, Vice President and CEO. Thank you all so much for speaking with us. Mr. Martin, to begin with, I would like to actually ask you, proud moment, of course, right? When we looking at Deakin's commitment, it's 50 years in Australia, over 50 years, yes. The commitment to education here in India, your thoughts on that?
So for more than 30 years, we've had this unique relationship with India, and that's been it's become a part of our university's DNA. And we've always looked for ways that we can grow and deepen that relationship. And 7 years ago, when Prime Minister Modi introduced the new education plan, it gave us an opportunity to start to think, what else can we do? And from that has come a number of exciting things, but not least the campus here. And to see that first cohort graduate was really sort of a heart in the throat moment of almost tears, because it's very, very proud.
Very proud, absolutely.
Yes.
It's special. But Ravneet, so many universities are today opening doors, but Deakin, yes, it's special because it's the first one who took that bold step. How is Deakin University different from the other universities, or how would you differentiate it? What is the USP?
Deakin has a soul
Okay.
that is very attached to India. And I think that Deakin's commitment to India over these 32 years has been incredible. From the point of view of a student, point of view of partners here, point of view of our contribution to India, and point of view of what we do in Australia about India. I think as an Indian, I feel extremely privileged and proud to be part of the Deakin system and the Deakin University DNA. And India, like our Vice Chancellor said, is a very integral part of what Deakin does.
No, it's interesting because to see the collab, right, and also seeing how excited the students are, what they've learned. And, one thing which I felt really stood out was about the practical learnings they've learned here. They really felt, I could see from each one of them that, they said what we've learned here, the exposure, what they would have gotten in international university here, they've got it in their own country. Ian, I want to ask you, why was this location chosen in Ahmedabad, the gift city? What makes it special? And also the two specific courses, right? Business analytics and cyber security.
So when we made a decision to open a branch campus here, location was not really a difficult decision because at that point there was only one location that was allowed, and that was Gift City.
Okay.
So Prime Minister Modi allowed, through partnership with the financial authority, the ability to use the special economic zone to open branch campuses before it was possible anywhere else. It gave us a unique opportunity to bring courses that were focused on the kind of businesses that we have here. So banking, finance, insurance, fintech, data analytics. So why did we choose the business analytics and cybersecurity courses? Because they match onto the needs of the courses that are here. And as we look at what's coming next, AI, fintech, some of the other things that we're looking at doing here, they match onto the remarkable growth that's happening in and around here. There's a huge amount. There's cranes and building sites everywhere in Gift City at the moment.
Indeed, an historic moment for each one of us. Well, thank you all so much. And on that note, we're going to be taking a really short break. But when we come back, we're going to experience the campus life at the Deakin University here in Ahmedabad, Gift City. So stay tuned, don't go away. Well, after seeing those joyful faces at the convocation of the postgraduates, I have current students who are studying in second year, right? Yes. So I'm going to ask them about their college life, campus life, experience, what they're studying and their favorite hangout place. Rani, I'm going to come to you first. You're from Ahmedabad. Yes. So tell me, how has the experience been of, actually studying in an international university here in your hometown and getting, all the exposure what you would have got at an international university? Tell us about that.
If we talk about the exposure that I get, it is somewhere similar to what could I get in Australia, because we have a lot of masterclasses. We are in the middle of Gift City. We are surrounded by Fortune 500 companies around. So we network, we articulate with a lot of industry people. So it's a very good and great experience, I would say.
Yeah. Yes. What about you? Why cyber?
So as everyone knows that scams are very common right now, and like my family was also scammed once, and that is the boost that I got. But choosing Deakin particularly is because it is no different than Australia's courses that they are providing there, as Ruhani already mentioned. Yeah. And we, while stepping into this campus in this university, we don't feel like we are in India. And the other thing is we are having complete hands-on practice. The course that we are having is very generic. We can apply it to any software provided to us in our future companies wherever we are going to work. So it is, I think, very obvious that you would choose Deakin over any other university here in India because of the practical hands-on knowledge that we have than typical Indian systems. Okay, so that's the differentiation. If Raghav, if I want to actually ask you, if you can tell me, again, they've spoken about why they've chosen the course, right, and the specific courses. How do you differentiate, or the kind of, how would you, say that, yes, from an international perspective, the exposure which you're getting here? Tell us a little bit about that.
So, previously I was studying in NMIMS, so it is an Indian-based college. So there we didn't have much of the practical exposure. But in Deakin, we have a lot of practical exposures. We have assignments which are aligned with the industry itself. We do a lot of analysis. We use SQL, we use Python, we use our other technologies as well as Tableaus and Power BIs to make dashboards and give insights on the businesses. So from Indian universities, international universities provide you more practical knowledge, more aligned with the industries itself, and that helps us to be a good employer in the future. Yeah. So that's the major difference that I feel.
And would you like to add on anything on that, Devedi?
Yeah, so if you talk about the cybersecurity part, so I also did my bachelor's in the same field, but the main difference was that the hands-on exposure that we got. So cybersecurity is all about the hands-on practical labs that we perform and all the things like that. all the things which are completely we perform it here. We perform every attack, every stimulation, and all the defensive side. We perform each and everything that is the core cybersecurity part, which we do not get in any other Indian universities.
So चलो ये तो होगी पढ़ाई की बातें, what you're learning, your experience. Now tell me, how do you all chill out? How do you all unwind? How much pressure is there? I'll start with you, Raghav.
So to chill out, we have a TT table downstairs. So we go and play there. We have a cafeteria. We have libraries. There are a lot of collaboration spaces where we can sit and hang out and do assignments and chill out. So I usually go down and play TT with my friends.
So your favorite place, I mean your favorite time or go-to is TT
TT tables. Yeah.
And you play well, or is it just
Yeah,
for fun?
I play well.
You play well. Do you guys agree? Okay, he plays well. What about you, Divyadeep? How do you relax, chill?
Okay, so if we talk about the cyber students, it's very drastic for us because we have a lot of assignments and a lot of things like that. So
more studies than you, clearly. Clearly.
More studies for the cyber students as well.
More technical.
Because we have assignments deadline in every week. We have a deadline in Saturday, Sundays as well. So the weekend is also very hectic for us.
So no playing TT for you?
Yeah, I do play TT.
So you do play TT, okay. Okay, and what about the food? The boys are not interested in food. Clearly they're interested. What about the cafeteria? What's yours? Since you're from Mumbai, do you miss the Bombay food here? Or?
Yeah, we get vada pav here, so I'm good.
We get vada pav, okay.
Yeah, the food is here is nice, and we often eat here. But we are living in PG, we cook our own food as well. So it's balanced between these two things.
Okay, and Rani, since you're local, I mean, you're living in Ahmedabad, how do you kind of unwind? How do you spend time with your, batchmates and stuff?
So it's basically in an hour, a single person would say, let's go for coffee. There's a coffee machine downstairs every 15 minutes because we are just done with the assignments. We don't want to do assignments. So just a single person saying, let's go for coffee, and 10 people will go down just to gather.
So I'm going to try some coffee. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. You can try.
So your next 15-minute break, I'm going to come down and try some coffee.
We have a vending machine also. You can try coffee from there also. So for me, breaks are going downstairs, going to coffee, or going to get something from vending machine. So.
Well, lovely. Wishing all four of you the very best. I mean, you're all going to be graduating next year. So study hard, and we'll hopefully see you next year when you all are graduating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the chat. So we heard from the students about their campus life here at Deakin University. But now let's turn towards the academic leadership. I have with me Professor Dr. Deepak Bajaj. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Professor Deepak, I want to ask you specifically, the kids were so excited about the two courses which they've picked up. Why did Deakin choose these two specific courses?
So the reason for these two courses was we are in the GIFT City campus, and GIFT City is the first India international financial center. And these two courses made sense with our talks with the industry, and the future of the industries which are coming actually relate to the two courses we are offering, which is Master of Business Analytics and Master of Cybersecurity, which the Indian IT industry also needs, and the GIFT City campus also started with that.
And to add on to that, of course, we have from IBM, Mr. Bansal. If you can also tell us, like Professor has just shared about why they chose the courses. What are your thoughts on the two specific courses? Do you think there's a huge market for it, though we see that more than 50% of this batch who's graduating has been placed quite well?
So I feel that both the courses which are being offered are quite good because industry really needs those courses. Industry is transforming with the new technology, AI and quantum, which is going to require a lot of more cybersecurity professional analysts. So both the courses offered by Deakin are really good, and industry will need those courses. So I want to congratulate Deakin for offering these courses, which is really going to help industry as well.
So good to know that it's a good combination of courses. And lastly, quickly, if I can ask you, Professor, about the experience, the kind of experience, they are happy with what they're learning, but what are you all really offering them? How is Deakin University different, from other universities in India?
It is a mini reflection of our campus back home in Melbourne. And when the parents, the students who wish to study in our curriculum, they come to our campus, they are amazed at the quality of the infrastructure. And that's what does the first point of conviction. And it's actually an exact replica of what we teach in Australia. They get the same degree. They get the Indian context, case studies, which helps them in being ready for the jobs in India. And also, they go to Australia for a 2-week immersion program, which helps them understand why we do and what we do, which will help them in their future. Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, alongside celebrations, today I have with me two young, bright postgraduates. Congratulations. And the best thing is both of them have been placed in really good organizations. So a double congratulations for that. But and Arzan as well as Prerak, Arzan, tell me, how has Deakin prepared you to really take the next step in your life?
Yeah, thank you so much. So, Deakin has prepared us for both the worlds. It has given us the theoretical knowledge as well as the practical knowledge. And, we have gained such insightful skills here, let it be Power BI or Excel or financial management, all under the one tree of business analytics. So, it has helped us a lot to secure our jobs as well at Futures First. So
did you always want to go to Australia? Because y'all do go for a 2-week course. So that exposure, tell us about that as well.
Yeah, so we went for a 2-week immersion program to Deakin, Australia. We went to all the campuses there. We went to Melbourne, we went to Waterfront, Waterloo campus. So, that was also amazing, getting to know how students study there, how the faculties are there, how, everything is around, the atmosphere, how you have to actually, a bit struggle as well, getting into the corporate world.
Yeah.
So it is...
Just prepared you for both. Well, congratulations on that. Prerak, why don't you tell me how your experience here at Deakin has been? What have you learned? How well prepared are you to step in to the next big thing in your life?
So Deakin University helped me gaining the practical knowledge about the SQL and Python. And NAB was the first company to come in the campus. So when it came in the campus, I was pretty excited because it was in Gurgaon. And being hired was the craziest thing happened in my life because it's close to my hometown. That was a plus point that I will be able to live with my parents.
Yeah.
So that was a plus point. And getting the degree with the Australian University and studying, working in the Australian company. And it's a Big 4 company. So it's a really good exposure for me.
Yeah. 42 of you have graduated, but like you said, y'all wanted to set the benchmark and y'all have done it really well. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As this pioneering graduating batch steps confidently into their careers, Deakin University continues to shape the journeys of those studying here today and countless more who will follow. Now, this campus at the Gift City in Ahmedabad stands as a beacon to the world, bringing the very best of global academia to India. Today, we don't just celebrate postgraduates, we celebrate a future where world-class education thrives right here in our country. Thank you so much for watching.